Hello, this is Jessica from Lily Marie Creations coming to you with another project. Today's date is 11/18/2020, and yes, it's been a while. Today I'll be making some ornaments, and these are 1/4 inch birch wood. I should have used a basswood setting medium, but I did use a cherry plywood thick setting, since sometimes plywood doesn't cut all the way, as you can see. But these I have 4 different settings, so I have imported 4 different colors on each of the areas. So green I do score, red I do engrave, and black I do cut. I did change maybe a burgundy to do a standard engrave, but those you got to set them yourself once you're inside the Glowforge forum. But it does separate the cuts and the engrave and the draft, the score into different areas. But right now, here's my family. Don't forget to subscribe. Also click on the bell for notifications. Okay, so I already imported it from my Inkscape from my files on my computer into Glowforge. Right now I'm just trying to adjust everything, making sure everything fits into my wood. If there's anything that doesn't fit, I offset it to the right side, since if I have all entire cut files, it's still gonna cut. So I always put everything where all the way on the right, as you can see, so that way it won't cut at all. So again, I'm using a cherry wood thick plywood setting for these, since the material is from Home Depot, and a lot of times I'm having issues with it cutting through, since sometimes it could be the glue that they have on here. I had another set that I was doing, and for some reason I found some glitter, so I don't know if it was acrylic or what, inside the detail of where the engrave is. And I know I never used glitter in my Glowforge, so I know it's not from that. So right now I have everything adjusted, and then on the left side you want to make sure that you want to check them all down. For me, I like to score everything first, and then I like to engrave. So these ones are you're able to adjust and move all your engraves up, your scores all the way to the top, and then do your cut at the end, because you don't want your plywood to have warping where you cut it and it falls and it kind of tips a little bit, where your engraving or your score is going to be off. So right now I'm just going to some of the other features I don't need, but I do have the premium Glowforge. It's only $15, so I kind of like it. So if I'm doing some keychains, all I have to just add the word in, and it does an offset for me, including the rounds, so I can do the hold for the keychain on here. It also does have text in here. So if I don't want to use Inkscape and just do a quick file on Glowforge, I could do it that way. So right now I am messing with the offset, but I can delete it. That's why I kind of like this.
And it'll add the
you can do backspace just like a computer
the line out there
program.
So it's good for
let me forward it.
For again, keychains.
Okay, I almost forgot to mask this, so I ended up masking this. It helps with when you score and engrave and cut, from preventing a lot of burn marks, and including if you want to paint different areas, you can remove that tape from the area, especially the small details like the bells, and then just paint them away if you're going to use acrylic paints. And then just remove it if you want the full ornament just to be plain wood on it. So, and it cleans from having to do a lot of touch-ups. It's good too. So if you're going to be having a painting party or anything like that, they have the option of removing the mask, as well as if you're giving them as a gift, it's less removing the masking. You know how sometimes with all the details, it's a messy thing if you don't have your little tool with you.
Brown again. Let me refresh it because it's kind of. That's why. What?
I know it's been a while not using my Glowforge and making videos, but having this pandemic, I rarely use it. I have not touched my acrylic for so long that now that I have it in the garage, it's partially insulated right now. It's going to be my new work area as well as my study. I am in the BSN program right now, but it's actually a lot better because now I can do my projects any day now.
Alright, so I'm going to press a button, but before that, let me move this out of the way.
that way I can like advertise the file. Put the file on there.
Oh, it's better in here than in the house, isn't it? What?
Oh man, that one messed up. Alright. And another thing, make sure to check your design and that nothing moved when I moved it. I guess these didn't line up, some of these. Okay, so there is a jump on the video since I had to offload my iPad. It's so full, so there's going to be a lot of videos coming up on my YouTube. So, so right now I'm just going to let it go fast forward. Last time my acrylic was burning, so right now so far so good. I did a clean, and then today before I started this, I cleaned the lenses. Way deep almost. I offload it again. I want to quickly mention about the Santa Claus one. Right there you can see an extra feature on there. There was a hole to his where his glove is, so if I would have followed the outline, it would have cut that entirely out. So I wanted to have a little bit more detail to it, so I had to use my Inkscape to remove the hole and then widen it out so that way it can follow the outline of his body. So just wanted to make that little note. Okay, so it's complete, and right now I just flipped everything around, just those three of them. I was planning on engraving all of them, so but I'm gonna just engrave that center one and add in Baby Heredia. So I'm gonna hide all the everything on here. So all you do is press ignore on every single image to make sure. It doesn't, so I'm gonna scroll to that. Okay, so I put ignore on every single down. I scrolled all the way down too. And make sure everything is ignored. From here, I am gonna add some text since okay, so right now I'm just adding the text. I had to do a voiceover since some older kids have a potty mouth. So right now I'm just adjusting it. Just like that having a workspace, the kids follow, and the dogs. I'm just gonna put just one. I'm gonna leave it at Engrave since it's only a minute and. A minute there, so let me move this again and turn it on. So hopefully it lines up. As you can see on a lot of my recordings, masking the laser, it does not affect the engraving. This is Jessica from Lily Marie Creations. Till next creation.